I'm currently in a 3-year relationship with a girl that I live with. Everything felt nice at the beginning and is still nice. The problem is that I can't feel anything towards her other than the feeling of coziness, warmness, and all kinds of married for 10 years.
When a relationship gets boring, what do you advise? Do you advise the person to go out and explore, or the person should to look for something good they see in the partner in the first place to make them want, as in, work more on the relationship? Because I have this video I want to share with you. Or a guy was sharing a story saying that he's in a relationship 3 years, living with his girlfriend. All of a sudden, like, she's so good to him, everything is perfect, but now it's getting boring. It feels like he's missing so much things, so much bad things they're supposed to do at his age, and he doesn't want to leave her because she depends on him emotionally. Let me go ahead and play the video for you all to watch.
I'm currently in a 3-year relationship with a girl that I live with. Everything felt nice at the beginning and is still nice. The problem is that I can't feel anything towards her other than the feeling of coziness, warmness, and all kinds of married for 10 years. I don't know if I'm lucky that I found someone that I'm comfortable with and who knows me so well, and if I should just shut the fuck up, or I'm still too young to be in a lame relationship and life has more passionate feelings to experience.
Just shut up.
Also, if I have to leave her, will I feel extremely guilty for letting her go since I know she depends on me emotionally?
Are people surprised that, like,
I almost feel
it
like this
fades?
girl deserves way better than you,
Right.
honestly. Do people think that, like, you're going to have those butterflies and uneasy feelings
The
for
rest
your
of your
life?
This
No.
isn't the fucking Notebook.
Tell him, John.
This isn't Walk to Remember.
Yeah, keep going, John. What else isn't it like?
This isn't 10 Ways to Lose a Man.
Yeah,
This
how to
isn't
lose-
Virgin River.
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Maria Davids, and I'm back again with another interesting video. So now, what do you think? Do you think that he should work on his relationship? Or because normally I feel like it's normal for you to feel bored in some time, and everything cannot be all rosy, and the fact that you are living together already, you're practically married to me, and you're already seeing so many things. Like, there's nothing else to talk about. There's no, like, anticipation, like, oh, my girlfriend is coming today. There is nothing spontaneous. So at a point it might get boring. Just as married people, sometimes it might just be in the same room with your partner, and you guys are not even saying a word to each other. It's like that. But then he's feeling like he wants to go out and know what is going on outside, try to explore and all of that. I really don't know, to be honest. Let me know your thoughts about this down in the comment section. I have interesting stitches to share with you also. Let's watch the stitches together. Then at the end of all the stitches, I will share my own opinion.
I'm currently in a 3-year relationship with a girl that I live with. Everything felt...
Y'all go back and watch the full video of that. Why this boy just described, like, being in the best kind of relationship you could possibly be in, the kind of relationship that people would kill for, and yet he is unhappy because he feels like he is missing out. He got FOMO. Stuff like this is like, if he's not coming up with it all on his own, then he probably has friends who are single who are trying to, like, convince him to, like, come out with them and be, with them and do some boy shit. And, like, I've been there, I've done that, I've worn the monkey hat, and I know that there are guys like that will try to, and girls too, that will try to convince their friends, like, you're in this, like, happy relationship, and it's not fun for me, so you need to, like, leave them so we can have fun together and around. I don't want to be the only one doing it. If anything, I feel sorry for the girlfriend because she probably has no idea that he feels this way. She probably thinks that everything is going great and that one day they're going to get married because they feel so well connected to each other and they're so well adjusted to each other and they're so comfortable. Like, she probably thinks that this is her one and done. And he's over here being like, I sure wish I was in a toxic relationship where she made me, like, second guess myself. What? I mean, the best thing that could happen out of this scenario is that he does break up with her because he listens to stupid people, or he goes with whatever feeling he's feeling, that fear of missing out. And then once he realizes that the grass is not greener on the other side, and he can't get back to her because she's, heartbroken, hopefully she's strong. She's a strong girl, and she's like, no. Because he doesn't deserve her. He does not deserve her. This is the kind of guy that, you deserve to learn your lesson and not be able to get rewarded for your stupid mistakes. Just learn from your mistakes and move on. That's the life you deserve.
I'm currently in a 3-year relationship with a girl that I live with. Everything felt nice.
So he's confused as to whether the affection that he has for his partner is enough. This is a conversation that hasn't just been going on TikTok, but it's been going on outside of TikTok too, which is really interesting. So let's get into it. I see this as a difference in values between straight men and straight women in a traditional sense. There was a man that stitched this video saying something to the effect of, "This is just a season. You're lucky to be with someone who loves you." A Tuesday with the love of your life is still just a Tuesday with a woman that you love. And so if she's showing up in a particular way, don't sabotage that. To where, on the other hand, a woman will leave a man if she realizes that she doesn't love him, or if she realizes that he doesn't really love her. But because of a difference in values, men will say that's selfish. When in reality, a man in a relationship with a woman that doesn't love him like that deserves better. Staying with someone out of convenience, that person deserves better. When that is your person, it's like, I don't care what I'm going through. I want to go through it with you. Boredom, good times, bad times. The goal is to go through those things with you. And so him questioning his affection, I think, is valid. Not because that, knee-jerk advice of sometimes relationships get bored, get through it, isn't logical, but because sometimes things are a little deeper. And the numbers point to that. For example, men frequently leave women that become terminally ill, their wives. And so once the relationship is no longer convenient, they leave. And so this is telling us that most men run by advice that is logical, but not necessarily spiritual, not necessarily intuitive or possibly fulfilling. And so all things considered, I think men could afford to have a little more nuance in this type of conversation, because it is a little strange that being bored would make you question your entire relationship unless you didn't really love that person like that.
The problem is that I can't feel anything towards her other than the feeling of coziness, warmness.
Okay, this is going to be a harsh realization for a lot of people, but I think it is so unrealistic to expect that you are going to be feeling the same way about your partner the entire duration of your relationship. Like any other feeling, sadness, happiness, whatever, your feelings are not going to be the same the entire duration of your life. But for some reason, it has become so normalized that when people don't feel the same way that they were feeling at the very start of their relationship, they think that they shouldn't be with that person anymore. Obviously, there are some amazing relationships where the people are absolutely obsessed with each other the entire time, but I truly think 9 times out of 10, this is not the case, and it comes in waves. Like, sometimes you're obsessed with them, sometimes you're not feeling as strongly. But you can still love and be with the person for reasons other than just this feeling. Like, you could love how they are with their parents, or you can love their values. There's so many other things that you can choose to be with a partner for. But I think because no one talks about this being the case, people are so hard on themselves. They give up on relationships because they think that what they're feeling is not right. When in reality, it's totally normal and you can still be with someone even if you're not feeling those feelings. Even partners I feel like would get upset at the thought of, oh, my person isn't as in love with me or isn't feeling as strongly as they did before. But there's so many other reasons that they love you and are choosing to be with you. And I think that's the best part. Ultimately, the biggest problem is that no one has this conversation, and then people have unrealistic expectations for themselves and their partner. Whereas if we just talked about more how feelings come and go, you're building a relationship off of something so much stronger.
I'm currently in a 3-year relationship with a girl that I live with. Everything felt
Bro, if you young and you got a steady relationship with your girlfriend and you think it's actually gonna go somewhere in life, stay with your girl. Don't let social media make you believe that you gotta be young and be in a whole phase, bro. It's not worth it. It's not worth it because a lot of times after you're done hoeing around, having your fun, whatever, kiki and ha-ha, it's actually gonna be harder for you to be in a committed relationship. A lot of young men and even older men want a loyal, caring, loving girlfriend. So if you have that at a young age, don't drop that just to be in the streets, bro. Because the streets is not that fun, especially when you realize at some point in time it's going to get old and boring.
if I have to leave her, will I feel extremely guilty for letting her go since I know she depends on me emotionally?
This is the most sickening part of that whole thing. Okay. You have to feel bad for her if you leave because she emotionally depends on you. First of all, the fucking illusion. This person doesn't depend on you emotionally. They have some sort of emotional relationship with you. Maybe if this girl, or, make it more general, if you're in a sort of relationship like this and you're making the person stay, leading them to believe that things are going to go a different way, maybe if they weren't spending all their time playing house with you, they'd have some other friends. I'm gonna bet that this person does have some other friends. Also, this guy is explaining his codependence. One part of codependence is the inability to deal with others' discomfort. Okay, it doesn't matter if the person, you do not need to feel bad for them, and the phrasing, I know it's just a cop out, it's just oh, this fucking self importance, I'm so important to this person. If you're everything in their life, I need to stop cursing. If you are everything in their life to the point that you're the only emotional thing for them, well, first of all, that's not healthy at all, and probably not true. But you can't help them anyway, okay? You can never be anyone's at all their emotional support. So get over yourself, dude, and you can't live your life on the premise that you're gonna hurt other people. That is codependence. You have to find it within yourself to not be so self-absorbed. This post is, I'm sure the people know what I'm saying. Also, I just know that this guy has 0 friends, depends on this person, this woman. You just know it. He depends on her emotionally for everything, probably uses her like a fucking therapist, which is, oh, he feels so cozy with the mommy girlfriend. And yeah, she'll be fine, dude. You're the one you should be worrying about. Men have a much harder time finding emotional outlets in friendships and other places. So break up with your girlfriend, go do whatever you need to do, and stop wasting this girl's time during, peak times where they need to be women need to be worrying, and not worrying, but thinking about and building towards if they want to have children, or if they don't want to have children, or just not wasting their time. It's a financial burden to be in a relationship with this. Oh, disgusting. Good luck. Good riddance. Bye, bitch. Bye, bro. If you're still here, definitely enjoying this video, kindly subscribe, share this video to whoever might find it helpful, and put down your thoughts in the comment section. Any opinion is accepted if you put them down respectfully. So for me, yeah, I feel like if he's bored or is feeling bored, if he should just try, talk to her about it. Probably they can, make the relationship better, or try to change some things and make it spontaneous and all of that. But then if they try and it doesn't work, it should better leave, because at the end of the day, if it's feeling like this, I feel like eventually it will still leave her, and it might make her very heartbroken, because she might have put in her all in the relationship and thinking that it's going to lead to marriage and lead to, a long time thing for them. So I feel like if he's really feeling that way, you should just leave her, Abby. They can work things out, yes, but if they try working things out and it still feels that way, you shouldn't fight it. You should just let it go. Let him go and explore. And maybe if it's good for him, because I feel like when you feel like you want to go out there and see what is going on out there, you might even end up regretting it. Most times they end up regretting it. They end up wanting that woman that was there for them in the initial time. That's why you see some married men that when they just got married, their wife, the house is good, everything is good, but because of bad associates, their friends will tell them, I know now, as a married man, you can do this, you can do that. Start telling them to do so many things. And when they start, joining their friends, their bad associates to do such things, it affects their relationship at home, like their marriage. And then maybe some of the married men, they end up leaving, or the marriage end up crashing, and they leave. You find out that later on these men will want to go back to their wives, like the first wife, because they knew that was when they were having their best life, but they didn't know what they had then until they lost it. You realize that most of these married men want to go back to that woman like they initially knew, and that is always their first wife, before they decide to join the bad gang. I want to be a bad boy, I want to be a bad man, all of that. So I feel like let him go explore now, no problem, but then it should just communicate with her, because it shouldn't leave her like stranded and just make her feel like the whole thing is going well. Then eventually she's going to be heartbroken, because but then let me know your thoughts about this down in the comment section. Thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all of that good stuff, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.